Hey, Steve Zook. Welcome back to Pokesoo channel and the Guitar Letter System. Hey, this is a made in Japan Garcia guitar. I've got 5 or 6 of these. Some sound better than others, but overall I really like them a lot. They have some interesting design elements to them. This particular one here I think I'm just going to keep. I don't keep much, folks, but I really like this guitar, so I think I'm just going to keep it. But it's one of those interesting guitars. The wood comes from all over the world, and I love the flame maple back. Even though it's not a laminate, it still has a lot of tone. There's a lot more to the solid versus laminate wrap that meets the eye. There's even guitars with what's called double tops, classicals that are high-end guitars that really have a great sound, and I don't have time to go into it right now because my theme for this video is a little bit different, but there's a lot more to the whole thing than meets the eye. And if you've ever owned a great Yamaha FG180, some of those are laminate. They sound incredible. So sometimes layers of wood can be very beneficial, and even laminate wood can have a beautiful, beautiful tone. And especially when it's older wood, like something like this. But anyway, I love this guitar. I think I have about 7 nylon strings. But the idea behind this video is keep one guitar in an alter tuning at all times. Because I don't know if you've ever gotten into Michael Hedges, but there's so much magic you can bring out of a guitar. And it creates, as Michael Hedges would say, a whole new universe. I'm using this tuning. I'm using this tuning where you make the G string an F sharp, and then you make the low E a D, and it really has some interesting sounds to it. Really interesting chords. That kind of John McLaughlin. I also want to talk about something that I've never heard any other guitar player do. I know I'm kind of tooting my own horn, but lately I've been playing 2 licks at once because I've been using this finger has a nail that's not too long. And sometimes when it's really hard to explain how to develop this, but if you're holding the pick in a way where the nail's also coming into the strings, like if you're just trying to do the 3rd string, and then I get my other, see what I mean? In other words, like you're almost like you're putting this finger on a B string and letting it kind of flutter around while you're also playing the G string. See, here's without it. I got my finger up a little bit. Now I bring this finger down a little bit more. And see, now it's starting to play that too. I've actually played licks where I'm playing like a fast 64th note lick or a 32nd note lick where I'm doing 2 licks at once, and it's an exciting thing. I thank the universe for helping me to develop this. It just kind of happened naturally. But I don't know if it's something I can do on call. I probably need to be really warmed up. It takes me at least an hour to warm up, and you'll find that the more technique you have, the longer it takes to warm up. But a way to start kind of developing it, like I said, is to have, do picking on the G string, and then just take this finger and push it down to where it's kind of resting on the B string. So you're starting to get another finger in there. Kind of experiment. But yeah, I just wanted to, like I said, some of the forms in this tuning are so cool. Lots of things you can do. It's really, I just love the sound of nylon string, and I really think that even though this is a laminate back, like I said, it kind of reminds me, when you start putting laminate woods together, you almost get that kind of double top effect where you get extra tones. It's a hard thing to explain quickly, but bottom line, a guitar does not have to be all solid to sound incredible. But anyway, yeah, this is a great tuning to mess around with because there's lots of really neat. dissonant, right? This is not a video where I'm trying to impress anybody with playing. Sometimes people send me, comments. Every video I do, I'm not trying to impress anybody. I'm just trying to share, mostly share information or show a guitar, or here I'm showing forms. But I'm really into dadgad. I'm really into this kind of flamenco tuning I got from Carlos Montoya, because you can just get some really that's a hard chord. Here I gotta push like a son of a bitch to get that. Things like this. Now in a normal tuning this would be a minor major form, but it's not in this tune. Also, don't always worry about what a chord is called. Like, that's the whole idea behind the guitar lessons. I'm not saying it's not important to know the names of chords. What I'm saying, it's important to get out of your left brain, get into your right brain, feed information to your subconscious, which is way beyond definitions and left brain formulas and all that kind of stuff. Even Joe Pass says, you got to quit thinking and just listen and play and follow your direction. And like Pat Martino says, trust your direction. But this is kind of a cool form. So that also, but anyway, so yeah, this is a great tuning. Make your G string an F sharp, low E a D. You get, I was kind of getting a thing. Sometimes I'll do it with a pick. But anyway, this is going to be a pretty short video. But anyway, and just the repetition, you can also get into things like using But anyway, work on that thing where you do the third string. If you're picked, then push your finger down a little bit so the fingernail is hitting the string. And it's like I said, there's been times when I'm really warmed up where I've actually played 2 licks at once. It's like, I'm like, what the hell? I thank the universe for that. We're all learning and growing and evolving, and we're all an idea in the one mind. And the more you focus on being positive and focus on perfection and try to see perfection in the world and try to radiate joy, try to resonate joy within your soul, even, and try not to be results oriented. You can radiate joy. This has nothing to do with religion, by the way. There's a really good video on YouTube where Matthew McConaughey talks about this, but I've been into this for a long time too. Radiate joy for no reason. Just radiate joy within. I mean, you'll find when you start radiating joy, you'll go places and people will be attracted to you. Sometimes I'll be walking, I'll see somebody look at me and they kind of look away, and then I'll stop and talk to them. Yesterday I stopped and talked to 3 young kids, about 21, 22. I'm 66. And they actually thanked me for talking to them and connecting with them, and they were really nice kids. And there's a lot going on, but the more you radiate joy, the more you'll attract to yourself as well positive things, and be very careful what you focus on. And just, I'm not into any kind of religion. I'm more into meditation and quantum physics and things like that. But the more, happiness is the way, joy is the way. Anyway. All right, folks. Yeah, some of these Garcias, I love this guitar. I don't keep hardly anything. I almost let everything go. And part of that is my belief in non-attachment. I'm keeping this guitar. You can offer me $4,000 for it. I won't sell it because I love the sound of it. And I've owned a lot of classicals, even ones worth $12 grand. I love the sound of this. And I think I got another 3 or 4 Garcias I might let go of. But anyway, this is really cool sounding. So always have one guitar in an alter tuning, so you have so you explore new harmonic territory, and that's what the guitar ladder system is about. The guitar ladder system is about discovering your own unique harmonic point of view. Nothing closer to happiness than that. All right, I rest my case. Take care. For a sample of the guitar ladder system, send me an email, stevezook7@yahoo.com. That's not 7 spelled out, just STEVEZOOK7@yahoo.com. But yes, some of these Garcias really have a sound. I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that the Japanese know so much about construction of guitars, you know. And even though they're not all solid, some of them have a solid top, some don't. But man, that you can really get some sound out of these, but you got to learn how to dig in. And anyway, that's enough for now. I got to get some other stuff. Take care. Let's all stay positive. As crazy as it sounds, focus on perfection. The universe is unfolding in time, not unraveling. Take care. Resonate joy within without being results oriented. You'll attract more positive things in your life. Take care. Oh, by the way, if you have student loans, I just started a company to help people save money on student loans. So you can save money and buy more guitars, right? Just hit me up. You know, the webpage is saveonstudentloans.net, and the people involved really know what they're doing. It's a real thing. It's not a bullshit thing. This is probably only going to be available for another year because I think the government's going to get rid of it so they can make more money. But right now you can save thousands on student loans, depending on what your situation is. And hit me up at saveonstudentloans.net. Take care, or you can call me. Bye.